Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm Alene. I'm a jewelry designer, and today is the third in a series of talking about turquoise. So what I want to share with you today is natural turquoise. How do you know when you go to purchase something that it's actually real turquoise, or what we call natural turquoise? And there are several ways. The first and most obvious way is cost. If you're purchasing a strand of beads that say they're all turquoise and they're $5, $10, $15, nope, 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 not turquoise. Regular natural turquoise beads that came right out of the mines are going to be, depending on the size of the necklace, the size of the beads, all of those factors are going to be more like $100, $150, $200. So that's your first determination, is cost. The second determination is the reputation of the person you're purchasing it from. Let me start over. If you're purchasing from someone that you trust and that has a good reputation, and they tell you it's natural turquoise, and of course it's in the price range, then yes, you're dealing with the real thing. There are, of course, most designers out there are going to use the real thing, so that's good news. Where we find the fakes are things like, I'm going to show you a couple of things here. These beads, this is actually called howlite, which is another gemstone. It's a less expensive gemstone, very obtainable, and because it has you can kind of see all the inclusions in it like you normally see in turquoise. It's very easy to mimic this with turquoise. All they got to do is paint it turquoise, basically, and then all of a sudden, and they can sell it as turquoise, although it's not. So that's one of the ways you see. Another way is just making it out of some kind of a resin. Now this is a strand of beads that I bought just so we could play around with it for craft and stuff like that. And they look great, but they're not real. And when you feel them, you'll be able to tell. Unfortunately, I know you can't feel them from here, but what I did do was cut a couple of them so you could see that it's not even turquoise all the way through. It's white. So that's another way. The other way, I had to put these beads down here because otherwise they kept falling all over, is they just use plastic. And this is literally, oh, I don't know how I can show you these. They're plastic beads. They're too perfect. I guess that's the only way you can tell. And of course the weight. It's just a very lightweight piece. These are actually some I bought many years ago before I knew the difference. And they were, I think, $5 a strand. So of course I was wrong. But it's another way that you see in the plastic. If you compare this, for example, to an actual turquoise bead, you can see the difference. This is so gorgeous. So that's part of it, is knowing what you really want and knowing where to purchase it. Those are the main two things. What happens is a lot of the people who create the beads and some of the other stuff, they'll call it turquoise. So this is where you have to be careful that you're getting turquoise gemstones. If they call it turquoise, it just means it's colored turquoise. It doesn't mean, it could be a piece of agate, it could be a piece of howlite, it could be anything, or a piece of plastic, and they just colored it turquoise and called it turquoise because technically it is turquoise bead, but it's not a turquoise gemstone bead. So if that's what you're looking for, be sure you deal with someone that you trust that will get you the right thing. And the main thing is, buy something that you love. That's the key to all of this when you're purchasing jewelry and jewelry designs. Buy something that you love and that you're going to cherish. So I hope you've enjoyed this. This is the third in a series. I've got one more coming. So if you want to subscribe, you'll make sure you get the fourth in the series about turquoise. And thanks again. Have a terrific day.